All right. So
Sorry.
you can still talk, CGH.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
review is brought to you by CGH Entertainment, who said I have to see Saw. I've been avoiding this movie for quite some time because I don't like the torture type movies. I have to say there's a lot going on here. It's like a classic thriller detective. It's got Danny Glover. It's got a great cast, great direction. I did not know James Wan directed this movie. And this is spoilers, by the way. Really, really intriguing. Kept me glued to my computer screen because that's where I watched it with CGH and some friends. To the very end, the way it pieced it, first of all, it puts you're in the dark. You are in the literal dark at the beginning of
Literally
this movie.
dark at the start.
Literally
Yeah.
the dark at the beginning of this movie with two individuals placed in a room. It's like it's like the worst nightmare escape room you've ever been in. They're trying to piece together like a jigsaw why they're there. Or did they, who put them there? Actually very intelligent captives to try to piece this together. They've actually developed a camaraderie, putting all these little pieces and clues together. Very intense scenes and honestly great filmmaking with not most of this takes place in the room. So to keep your attention, the height of the intensity of the situation they're in, that's good filmmaking. Great sound work as well, audio design. And
they could have upped the dialogue a little bit.
Well, no, I think it was perfect. Sometimes silence, I think everything was perfect. I think the dialogue, I think the interaction between the two captives was great. How they're trying to piece it together, work together, how they don't trust each other, what they keep secret, what they try to do. I honestly, now at the end, I still have so many questions though. That's the thing. It doesn't give you all the pieces. Like I thought we were going to get more answers at the end.
It kind of hypes you up for the next one, and that's how they get you.
And honestly, I was wrong because it's not as gory as I thought it would be. It's just it's really mind games. The director, Jigsaw. I don't even know. They don't even say his name in this one. I just know because people talked about it. But he intentionally messes with his captives, and the director kind of messes with you too, even with this actually. So the part I didn't like is where the person that takes these people in messes with women and children.
Yeah,
he takes them cow. I did not like that part at all.
But they played it off as like those people that kidnapped were victims of Jigsaw too.
Yeah. And I thought the director and the story was going to lead us to like really not dislike the captives, like they did something really horribly wrong. They just seemed like flawed people. I don't know what they did to deserve this. We find out during the events that they know each other. The captive is a doctor, and the other captive is an investigator hired to take pictures of the doctor. And through the course of the film, you find out that the person pulling the strings for everything in this twisted game in Saw, in this messed up escape room, was a patient. And then at the very end, like a Shyamalan-like twist, which I did not see coming whatsoever, is the body that was there the whole entire movie
was Jigsaw.
Person that orchestrated the whole thing, which I am completely shocked by. I actually want to go back and relook at the scenes. I'm like, is that really him? Because I thought his head was blown off or something.
Yeah. It was all bloody,
He pulled off something that, so he was there the whole time manipulating them from the inside. And I do not know why. Okay, so I'm all over the place. I'm still trying to piece this together. So at the very end, you find out that the person that orchestrated this and the patient of the doctor was in the room the whole time.
Yeah.
Which I was shocked by. And there's so many questions. There's so many questions I have at the end of this.
Yeah.
And I have to say, this is like Shyamalan wants to be like he used to be. Like, this is like Sixth Sense. It's different.
Yeah.
But the twist in it at the end is like a Shyamalan-like twist. Like, oh, really?
Yeah.
So I'm very impressed with the filmmaking. I like that there's also the something that's different from other horror movies is that you also get the detective angle. And I thought there would have been a better resolution there. I was actually rooting for Danny Glover.
Yeah.
And that kind of got the twist there too. Like, you're not going to get the happy ending for the investigators. I really enjoyed this movie. I really enjoyed it. I would say for this type of movie, I'm not going to give it a 10 out of 10. I will give it a 9 out of 10. The only downside is the puppet Jigsaw, or the little doll thing. I'm like, okay, that's like, I guess that makes it more iconic, especially if you're going into horror films that you have that thing. Like, I don't understand why that was necessary. And I'm
sure they probably explain it later.
I'm completely lost. It seems like all the people that participated in this twisted game knew each other, or were at least connected to the patient.
Yeah.
What happened?
And supposedly,
so my biggest question at the end of this Saw movie is what happened that he wanted to torture these people and put them in a twisted game because he was a patient from this doctor. Like, that's where my mind is going. There's something that also the doctor's not saying, that didn't say in the course of the film. I think I might, what did they do to this? Did they not catch? Did they not catch the killer's disease? And did they do malpractice? Did everyone miss it? That's the only other thing I could think of, because they wouldn't have tortured him in the hospital.
Yeah.
Did they miss something? Looking at his x-rays, and he's going to die because they didn't do their job. That's the only thing I can think of.
Sequels add more pieces to the puzzle too.
So each sequel adds a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay, this is completely different than I thought it would be. But look, yes, the literal Saw, the Saw that was there the whole time. It really basically, when you're watching this, you're like, what's your first thought when you see the Saw? Oh, you're gonna have to saw off a leg. Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you get to it. And you think, I'm also really I'm really all over the place on the doctor, because he didn't tell Adam about the bullet.
Yeah.
But then he used the bullet, but he said he aimed it so he would still be alive.
Yeah.
That's weird. I don't know. But great acting. All the actors were great. I don't want to tell you this, CJ, because you'll make me watch the sequel, but I'm kind of interested where the story goes, but I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it.
You should probably.
No, I don't want to watch it.
Well, it would be new for me too, because I haven't watched.
So
past the third one, I haven't watched any of the others.
This is more than a horror movie. This is a thriller. Yeah. This is like a classic thriller, and it's more than I was expecting. And it's very well done, very well filmed, very well directed, a really great atmosphere, great cast. And I have a lot of questions. I thought that would wrap up more at the end, but I think this is what they intended, that you have a jigsaw puzzle in your brain. The moment you unplug from this movie, and I honestly did not see that. Did you, the first time you saw it, CJH? Did you see?
No, I didn't expect
to be in the room. I did not expect them to be in the room.
So, out of is this a buy on VHS?
No, I don't want to watch. Oh, Honestly, if I found it for a good price, I'd probably pick it up if I was on a VHS hunt. Yeah, I would, because it is classic, at least the first one. Yeah. I've heard they decline in quality. Actually, I think people say Saw 2 is even better. I think I've heard fans say that.
Said his favorite is 2 and 3.
Okay. So I don't know. Like, I'm not sure if this series is meant for you to empathize with the orchestrator of these mind games. Like, what could these people have done to make him want to do this besides him being sick and dying? Like, just him being sick and dying, is that enough for him to want to torture people like this?
Yeah, that's what I mean. The sequels must answer some of these questions.
Like, is this series set up to you gradually, like, okay, they got their just desserts, like they got what they deserve, these people in the first movie. And like at the end of this movie, you get attached to Adam and his character is trying to help get back to his wife and kid. But like the scene where the doctor says, "You're not telling me to everything to Adam," I think there's a lot they weren't telling.
Well, the other guy got locked in.
Honestly, I think the doctor, I do think there's a lot to this doctor that we don't know about.
Yeah.
But Adam, like, he seems like an innocent bystander.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. No. He didn't tell us everything either. He didn't tell us everything either. He told the doctor what he needed to know to move on. Yes, I took pictures of you. But there's a reason that he got that guy to take pictures of him. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's my thoughts. Scatterbrained. I can't put this whole jigsaw puzzle together in my mind, but I can tell you it was well filmed and intriguing, and I didn't
definitely worth it.
I didn't expect this to be like you might want to follow the story. I thought it was just like you're trapped. We're gonna make people do horrendous things. I didn't know there was going to be intrigue on the characters and why they're there, and you want to know about the stories of them. That is something more so than you get in other horror movies. Like you're like, oh, there's the final girl or the final guy, and you want them to survive and you don't want them to die, but you don't think like, why are they there? What are they telling you? What are they not telling you? Should you like them? That's what's interesting. So
yeah.
Okay, so thank you, CJH, and I hope you enjoyed the little review I gave to you. That's the best I can do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to challenge myself to do more reviews. The Last Line. Don't know if you ever watched Saw X, but honestly, it's the best one. First Saw was the best until that one. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to watch another one, but I am kind of interested in what's going on with the main antagonist. Why does he want to do this besides him just being sick? I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's enough for him to want to torture people and mind F them like this. There's got to be more to that puzzle, and there's got to be a reason why this franchise is so iconic. So to the people, like, why do people start rooting for Jigsaw? I don't know. All right. Well, go check out CJH. I'm going to work with CJH to do some trailer reactions and some topics for his channel. Yeah. We'll try to work on that this week a little bit. And I appreciate you watching. Definitely watch 2 and 3. They do tie in the X. So that's what the last line says. 2, 3, and X. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I got to sleep on it. There were some gross scenes, but a lot less than I thought there would be.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be completely.
The sequels, I think, get more gruesome as they go on. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we will see you later, and go support my boy CGH. Yeah. We'll see you soon.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
Good night and good luck, everyone.
Oh, you did it.